Good morning and welcome back to another Enduro Learning live video. My name is Kim and I'm super excited to be chatting with you guys today about coaching. And I have to start off by apologizing for my terrible voice. I'm just in the middle of a cold and hopefully you guys can hear me and it's not too bad, but I sound really totally different than normal. Okay, so hopefully I don't have to blow my nose or anything crazy happens this morning. Okay, so today I'm super pumped to be talking to you guys about coaching and kind of building off my last video where I shared my top 5 strategies for your coaching toolkit. Today I'm going to take the first one that I call Work with the Willing and dive a little bit deeper into that. We're going to talk about why you should try this strategy, how it works, and what it really is, what it means. And I want to let you know that this series of videos is all part of something that I'm building for Enduro, and I'm really excited about it. So I've been a coach in schools for almost 20 years now. It's my absolute favorite job. I love talking about coaching. I love learning about coaching. I love sharing about coaching. So right now I'm working on building a short 1-week course called Coaching Essentials and writing a book about coaching called Your Coaching Journey. And I would love to hear from you guys. What are your questions about coaching? If you're already a coach, what is some great advice that you have about coaching for others? And I want to build these 2 resources based on what you guys are interested in and what you guys need. So have a listen today and let me know what you think. What are the questions that you have? What would you like to hear about in a short 1-week course? What do you want to see in a book about coaching? What kind of practical strategies are relevant for you? So today we're starting with strategy number 1, which is Work with the Willing. This is what I have to say my favorite strategy because I think it's the one that is the most fun. And so the idea behind Work with the Willing, the what, is to identify the teachers that are keen, that are interested, that want to work with you, that have something they want to learn and they know that you have something to offer. And then spend some time actually working with those teachers. It's likely that it's 20% of your school population about that are the kind of the willing teachers. So it's not going to be everybody. It's going to be kind of a small group. In most schools that I've worked with, it's been between 10 and 20 people based on the size of the school. And if I can, I like to try to find one person who's willing and interested in each subject area or grade level. So that way I feel like I kind of can work with the ripple effect a little bit, and maybe I'm only working with one teacher in that subject area or grade level, but they might talk a little bit about what I'm doing with other teachers in that same grade level or subject area. If you can, if your willing teacher is interested, I would recommend to try to do like the full coaching process with them, to really co-plan a unit, to go in and co-teach with them, and then to reflect on the unit with them afterwards and do some classroom observations kind of before and after that process to see the impact that your coaching has had. So the idea is to really demonstrate how great coaching can be with the teachers who are actually interested in being coached, because you're going to have a kind of positive momentum built from doing that coaching process with somebody who's interested. So the what is identifying people who are interested and working with them and doing kind of your best job to spread the coaching love. The reason why you want to do this is because you will kind of share the great things about coaching without even really meaning to, because the things that happen in that classroom are going to be shared via that teacher to their teaching partners, the grade level, other grade level teachers or subject area teachers. It will also help you get to know teachers on that team. You'll be working with that teacher really closely, so you'll find out what other teachers are doing in that grade level, or how they all work together, or generally speaking, like what's going on at that grade level. You will learn a little bit more about their curriculum by being in the classroom and working with that teacher. You'll learn where the students are at. You will learn what kind of skills or strategies or techniques that work best with this grade level or this subject area, because you're actually in the classroom doing it. Like I mentioned before, hopefully you'll build some positive momentum and spread that coaching energy around. And of course, one big reason why you want to do this is because there's no resistance, right? This is the teacher that's keen, that's interested, that wants to work with you. So it's going to be all kind of positive outcomes. So that's the why. And then finally, how does this work? And sorry, I keep looking over at my notes and I realize I haven't mentioned that they're over here on the right. How does this work? No matter who you're working with, how willing they are, you always want to start by listening to what they need. And I think oftentimes for coaches, this is a really hard thing to do because we're solution focused and we want to kind of hear that problem and give you a strategy right away. But when you're working with teachers, the most important thing is to start by listening, and not listening and thinking about what you're going to say next, but just straight up listening and hearing what they actually need from you. So you might want to identify the teachers that are keen to work with you and then just come in their classroom, kind of see what's going on to get an idea of what's happening there, and then sit down and chat with them. Have a conversation about what they actually want from you. And you might even want to start with something really simple like, what can I help you with? And is there anything else? And I think even that kind of second question, and is there anything else, often kind of pulls out a little bit more than what you might have gotten with just, what can I help you with? Another thing I really like to do is have that observation time where you're actually in their classroom before you work with them. And if you can manage to kind of talk to a couple of kids while you're in there, maybe share some of the things that you heard students say to that teacher, because they're interested in working with you. They want to hear what you have to say. Every teacher wants to know what their kids are saying about their teaching. So if you have some interesting little tidbits you might have picked up from the students in that classroom, now is a great time to share that because that might prompt further discussion. Other things that you can do is try to work with one person per grade level. I kind of mentioned that already before. So don't concentrate all of your energy on one department area or one grade level, because that's going to kind of put a lid on how much you can spread the coaching. So if you find somebody who's really interested in working with you in one subject area or grade level, kind of let that be the start of this process and then move on to another area. And I would also recommend that the work with a willing strategy is only good for a limited period of time. I know that's tough because, at least for me, it's my favorite thing because you get to do something with somebody who really wants to work with you. But if you stay in the willing group of teachers, you're never going to reach that kind of middle ground, the people who are unsure about what you have to offer. So try to make sure that when you're thinking about this work with a willing strategy, that you don't let it be the only thing you do as a coach, because your job is really to work with everybody. So make sure you kind of get that momentum going and then connect out to the teachers who maybe are a little more cautious or don't really know what you have to offer. So that's the what, the why, and the how of working with the willing. That is my first strategy in your coaching toolkit. If you have questions about this strategy or ideas or things that you want to share, things that you learned being a coach, please drop them in the comments and let us know, because I would like to build out this course, this series of Facebook Live videos for you based on what you actually need and what you're interested in. And remember that I mentioned last time that we just wrote our very first book. It's called Your Connected Classroom. All of the strategies that I'm sharing in these videos will be in that Your Connected Classroom as ways for teachers to connect their classroom to a wider audience. So if you're looking for kind of vocabulary or terms or how you might talk to teachers about connecting their classroom, using technology in their classroom, that book is a great resource, and I will put a link in the comments below. At the very end of this series, so we're having these weekly Facebook Live sessions where we're kind of diving deep into coaching strategies. I'm building out a short one-week course for you based on your feedback and your suggestions and your ideas. Then I'm working on this book that's going to be specifically all about coaching. We already have a 6-week-long coaching from theory to practice course that you can take right now if you're interested in kind of diving deep into coaching. And then we have our awesome coaching micro-credential, which is a whole academic year of learning about how to be a great coach with an actual mentor. I'm one of the mentors, Diana Biabout is one of the mentors, and we would actually work with you and have face-to-face conversations with you about your coaching needs in your specific classroom or non-classroom setting, depending on where you are in your coaching journey. So all of this is kind of building up. And one of the things that I want to do is a Q&A session. So if you're not sure that it fits in with the book, or you're not sure that it fits in with the course, but you just have questions about coaching, please drop them in the comments and let me know, because I want to do that Q&A and answer your coaching questions. And we'll be doing that sometime kind of in March-ish. So really looking forward to seeing you guys here for these weekly Facebook Live sessions, and looking forward to hearing your thoughts and comments that I can add to the book and the course and the micro-credentials so that we are really supporting your coaching needs from Eduro Learning. So thanks so much for joining me today, and look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Bye-bye.